So next season, we've got clubs going to do the vote about VAR this week.
Oh,
What is your thoughts on that? Do you think VAR should stay? Do you think it should be gone? I know, Sean, you've got some opinion about Wolves. So go ahead, mate.
yeah, I live in the Midlands, and my best friend is a Wolves fan. His family are Wolves fans, and they've just got this weird victim mentality. That's Wolves fans as a whole, because say for example United have a loss or something goes like bad for United, you're expecting banter from Liverpool fans or Arsenal fans, because there's a bit of a history there between the clubs, or City fans. But no, like Wolves fans, they revel in successful clubs' demises, and they feel so hard done by VAR. And it's like, oh, everyone's picking on us, and it's truly tragic. But at the same time, yeah, I guess they have probably had some bad results due to VAR. But yeah, I just think a lot of these errors that happen in the football and the ambiguity that comes with these decisions would be cleared up with an independent regulator. But I'll come back onto it in a sec.
I think you can't get rid of VAR now. However, the way it's implemented is wrong. And like you watch the clips and stuff. I think I've spoke to you about this deals before. Like it's just chaotic, isn't it? When you listen to the clips, it's just like constant chatter of like unnecessary garbage, really. Of like, oh, check this decision or handball there or something like that. And it's just like, let's just calm down a bit. Give the power back to the referee. If he wants a decision checked because he's unsure about it, he will ask his VAR assistant. Don't have VAR checking every single thing. If he's unsure or one of the linesmen are unsure on this decision they've just done, that's when they should be implemented, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think you're 100% right. I don't want to talk too much because I feel like I'm talking a lot, and I'm sorry, lads. But do you guys ever watch any rugby?
I know where you're going with this one. Is this about when you could hear them talk?
Yeah. Also, equally, like only certain players are allowed to talk to a rugby referee, i.e., like maybe the fly off and the captain, or mainly it's only the captain, but only so many people can talk to the referee at once, and they normally have to approach him with the word "sir." Now, my first Sunday League game, I played rugby for the majority of my life. I played Sunday League, and the referee blew up for something, and I said, "Oh, what was that for, sir?" And he said, "You taking the piss, calling me sir?" And that was the referee talking to me, and he thought I was being patronising. And that's like, it's just a completely different mentality. So yeah, rugby mics up the refs, and I think that gives you a twofold thing. You get you get to hear what the actual conversation is live, and you also get to hear how the rugby players and the rugby referee communicate with each other. See, if you turn around and said football, listen, we are miking up referees next year. Any foul language, and it's like instant dismissal, suspended for quite a big suspension, because this is a live broadcast. We can't afford to have you swearing at the referee or screaming and shouting when something bad goes wrong. But equally, it also teaches referees to communicate better with the players, because I think some of them communicate and they look so arrogant, like your Mike Deans and whatnot. Like, it is a two-way street. I feel like football referees could do a lot better job, and so like the players can also be more polite as well. That's just my thoughts on that one.
I definitely think they should be. They can sort of tell their point of view on why they made that decision sometimes. But like you could just sometimes see football referees, like just go away, not speaking to you, something like that. It's just like, well, come on, explain your decision. I remember Kalina, he used to explain his decisions, didn't he?
Yeah, with
He's
confidence.
He's the best ref of all time.
But then he had like command and authority over the players, whereas I feel like some of these refs in the Premier League just get walked all over, happy to take the shit. And I'm like, you're meant to be in control of the game. Like when things get heated, you're meant to be the one sort of keeping keeping the peace and like controlling the players, not letting the players just shout and scream at you.
I think the media don't help that. So like, you know, when Robertson got in that linesman's face, and then the linesman actually pushed back at him, and then it's like straight away on Sky Sports, like, oh, linesman's touched Robertson. Oh, he's not going to be officiating next weekend. All that stuff. It's like, well, Robertson's in his face.
Yeah.
Like if you so they're saying that if someone's just screaming and shouting in their face, they're just not going to do anything. They're not going to like do something back to them.
Well, they were planning to put blue cards in, remember, for dissent.
Oh yeah. What happens to that?
So they scrapped it because I agree. Don't, if you're gonna just give him a bloody yellow card and say, if you talk to me like that one more time, you're off. That's it.
Yeah, it has to be done. Or it's like if it's not the captain speaking to the ref, then like the player can go over to the captain, explain his point of view, then the captain will go to the ref. It might slow down the game a bit, but then you've got a bit more control, and then they can say if anyone other than the captain like is screaming and shouting at the ref, it's just instant yellow.
I just think sometimes they just do things half-assed at the PGMOL. It's like, do you remember at the start of the season where they really wanted to clamp down on time wasting? They were giving out yellow cards like anything, and then after like 4 games, it just went back to normal. It's like, why implement that in the first place if you're just gonna just have it go away slowly? It was like a little threat of a warning, and then it went.
That's the thing with it's interesting that all these conversations we're having tonight, in my head, it's always going back to a regulating body, because the PGMOL, who runs it? What organisation is it attached to?
I thought Howard Webb runs it.
Yeah,
Says it all.
Well, it's it's not attached to a governing body as such. I don't think it's its own body, and I think it might even be. Don't quote me on this, but it might be in an umbrella with the Premier League itself. So, if you've got these companies that are, a lot of money is available in the Premier League, we all know that. Yet the people that are refereeing the games and the league itself regulate themselves, well, that stinks to me. But yeah, I will talk about that in a sec.